Hello, everyone. How are you on this lovely, lovely Monday? I hope everyone is being safe, doing well, in relatively good health, and are not day drinking too much. A little bit of day drinking is okay and warranted, but not too much. But if you're going to day drink, do it at home. Wash your hands. How is everyone doing? Thank you so much for joining me on another live FAQ Monday. Happy Monday. My beard is a teenager. It's constantly out, smoking cigarettes and drinking, and I have to reprimand it all the time. Thank you so much, Tomas. Am I excited to judge the dragged undermixes? Yes, I've heard a lot of good ones, actually. Shower drinking. I have shower drank maybe 3 times my entire life. I think all of them were on tour. I actually really like programming drums. I used to hate it. I am well. Thank you for asking, Fabian. You have 18 udders. Milk me? Ooh, I'll milk you. With my mouth. Is that Irish coffee? No, it's not. Have I done anything with the digital spark? I have not. Take my axe effects off the tuning mode. How about we just turn it off? Is that better? Next Raider Roast will probably come out maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow? What's coming out tomorrow? I actually made a video. So I think it was on a live stream I was doing with Schecter Guitars. And the question came up of, why haven't you done any videos about beards? And I thought, I don't know. I guess I should. So I actually made a top 10 list of my favorite beards in rock and metal. It turned out a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to make. And that'll come out maybe tomorrow. I don't know how you guys are actually going to react to that. It's probably just going to fucking bomb. Views-wise, I mean. How does the Fender sound? You know, there was a lot of... I didn't know there was such a parts mafia, or like a guitar builders mafia. You can't say you built a guitar, you just assembled a guitar. That's not the same. And why would you even assemble that? Just buy a Strat and all that stuff. I honestly, everything I said in the video was 100% true. That guitar is one of the best Strats I have ever played. And the tuning is so amazingly stable. I love it. I love it so much. And there's that additional layer of ownership because I assembled it and put it together and stuff. So would love to see some more Tool tone matching. Possibly. I would love to do a 10,000 Days one, because I love that guitar tone. It's so just... That's how I describe his tone in that record. Would you ever shave the beard? I would never shave it. because I've built a career, oddly enough, off of my beard. What mic am I using right now? This is a Blue Spark SL. I actually really like the sound of it. They sent it to me when I was doing the podcast. They sent me like 4 of them. And I've always just had it on the desk because it looks cool, but it also sounds really good, I think. Yeah, nice to see a rectifier again. So this, I just got this. You guys haven't seen this yet. This is not the Rev F. This is a Revision D, serial number 334. It's a pre-500 dual rectifier that I just got yesterday. It sounds unlike any recto I've ever played. The clean channel is fucking awful. And it sounds like it's boosted. Like it's so gained out. It has a weird hum in the clean channel. I mean, it's almost 30 years old at this point. So I'm actually going to pack it up later today, and I'm going to send it into, I'm going to send it to Mike B. Mesa Boogie is going to look it over for me, and just give it a once over. Just, just a little checkup. On your Helix Live rig, do you use the input pad when using active pickups? I do not. Do I think buying on Reverb is safe? I do. I buy lots of stuff on Reverb. Getting my first ever baritone. Should I go high end or to start learning, or on a budget? I would try it on a budget first. Have I tried the HX effects yet? I'm currently using one with my Mesa Tremorverb. The HSA, why can't I say HX effects? It's really hard for me to say. I like it. I think it's brilliant. Smart as hell. Did I receive a Pod Go yet? It literally just got here. Yes, I do have one. Is the JJ Jr. worth the price tag? Honestly, it was one of the best tones I've ever had at Drag Dinner practice. Real talk. So good. Baritone Obsessed group is a great source of baritone info. Oh yeah, there you go. That's a great suggestion. Thank you, Gear Stuffing Things. Baritone Obsessed group. Wait, where the hell did I get that shirt? Who sent me that shirt? Because I love that shirt. What string gauge do I use on a Les Paul for D standard? I use the Not Even Slinky 12 through 56. What do you recommend for starting to learn setups on your own? Stu Mac YouTube is a good resource. YouTube, honestly. Do I ever wish the Axe effects and the Helix just made a powered version? Yes and no. I like being able to decide what power amp I'm using. Thank you, Philip G. I dig your content as well if you have it. Wyatt. Wyatt only. Well, why can't I talk today? Only. I always want to say only, like Jerry Only from Misfits. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out. How was it playing Cafe Colonial with Restropose in Sacramento, California? That was a nuts-ass show. Packed and dangerous, which is how I like my shows. Is a Mac essential if one wants to get into music production? Absolutely not. Nope, you can, I mean, these days, honestly, computers are so powerful, you can generally take the cheapest entry-level PC laptop and be just fine with music production, honestly. How can I get the honkiness out of my Helix patches? I find that a global EQ, well, you can use the global EQ. I like not to use that. Have an EQ at the very end of your patch and fine-tune and tweak what you don't like out of that. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. Your question is, hey Fluff, what are your thoughts between the Kemper and the fractal? I know it's been a long battle. I apologize if you have answered this before. My problem with the Kemper is if you're not into miking and actually creating your own profiles for yourself, you will never be totally satisfied, in my opinion. And you are reliant on other people's sounds. Having said that, if you're able to make your own profiles, that's a huge, huge bonus to take your setup and your stuff. That's why I would personally prefer the fractal. The Kemper is a great unit. However, things like the floorboard having no scratch pads. So like on the floorboard with the foot switches, they don't have an electronic display labeling what they are. It's just a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have to put a piece of tape, which you can't see if you're a gigging guitarist, in my opinion. Or scribble strips, thank you, sorry. The controller doesn't have scribble strips. So the Fractal has scribble strips, the Helix has scribble strips. I don't know, the Kemper needs an update really, really bad, in my opinion. Both sound great. I'm not taking away from the Kemper, but you asked me about what I would choose. I would choose Fractal all day long. Fractal or Helix. Something is in my eye. Ah. The worst. Lots of questions. Sweetwater has a tiny computer with built-in apps to record at home for $1,000. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I changed the ending of my videos, so I will be pushing, like, I have a Sweetwater page, so dude, if you guys want to help me, I have affiliate links to Sweetwater, so if you're buying anything from Sweetwater already, please, please, please use my affiliate links. It costs you nothing, and it gives me a little kickback from Sweetwater for the sale, for the redirect. Times are tough for all of us folks. And I moved everything over from the Amazon affiliate stuff because Amazon cut their percentage in half. So link down below in this video as well, but it's in all of my videos now. So if you guys buy anything from Sweetwater, please use my link. Why do I have something in my eye still? Do I like the Evertune bridge? I do. I think it's a great tool. What do you think of the Boss GT1000? It looks really cool. I've only played with it briefly at NAMM. I should actually get a hold of one of those. Thinking of setting up a guitar for C# playing? You should. Are we still using Celestion Creamback H75 speakers? In Dragged Under, we are on to the Celestion Neo Creambacks because there's a lot of low end and they're extremely light. String gauge selections suggestions for C#. I use Beefy Slinky 11 through 54. If you were forced to play one Restropose song in a Dragged Under set, which one would you go with? I don't know. Maybe the cycle or retrospect. Do I play Animal Crossing? I do not. You know what's weird? Like, the Switches are like gold. You can't find them, right? Dude, mine hasn't been charged in like 3 months. Mine just sits in a case. I don't even use it. I have an Xbox right below on my desk, so I play Call of Duty a lot. Nathaniel, thank you so much for the super chat. Your comment is, I'm looking to start a YouTube channel doing vocal covers. Do you know what the standard way most YouTubers get song stems without original vocal song over? Also definitely using your Sweetwater link. Dude, thank you so much for using the Sweetwater link. As far as I know, if most vocal covers are not using the original track, which I would highly advise against, they are hiring, either they're making themselves or they're hiring someone to recreate the parts, which is a great option, because then you are using all of your original content as opposed to using, because with the copyright thing, with the uploads with YouTube, if you're using any part of the original song, that's a big no-no, and they can flag you and take down your video. If you're using all of your own stuff, then that's not the case. So if you're going to do vocal covers, I highly recommend spending the time and hiring someone, and there's lots of people out there, to recreate the track for you. And that way you could also tailor it too. You could pitch it up and pitch it down, depending on if it's more comfortable for your voice, etc., etc. But that's how it's done. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. Will my sales engineer still get credit? Yes, they will. All the Sweetwater affiliate link does is tell Sweetwater that you got to the website through me, and then everything else is still the same after that. So your engineer still gets the credit and all that good stuff. Terry, thank you so much for moderating. Lots of questions. Holy hell. What's wrong with Laney amps? I don't know. Nothing that I'm aware of. You've received many Ernie Ball guitars this past year. What non-Music Man guitars are you looking to get or gassing over? I really would eventually like a birth year Les Paul. I love Les Pauls. That's no secret. I would love to get a 1980 Les Paul Standard. And I would also love to get a white Les Paul Custom from 2001, which is the year my daughter was born. When can we expect some more Dragged Under stuff? Okay, so here's what's happening with Dragged Under. We signed a record deal. We're going to officially announce that, I think, in the next couple of days. I've already talked about this on the URM podcast, and I have permission from the label to talk about it. But we signed with Mascot Label Group. So we are label mates with Gojira and Volbeat now. Life's weird. And POD and Joe Bonamassa. The World Is In Your Way will be re-released with the deluxe edition with 2 brand new songs, which are being mixed right now. And we are playing a show with Beartooth and Stick to Your Guns August 15th. Would you put Fluence pickups in a Cutlass? I would. What do you think of the Boss Katanas? I love the Boss Katanas. I have the combo downstairs in my living room that I plug into, and I'm downstairs. The Boss Katana stuff is really, really good. Have I ever been to Brazil? No, but I would love to be in Brazil. What has changed in the way you approach the live show between RR and Dragged Under? You seem a lot happier on stage with Dragged Under than you did with Rest Repose. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I am happier in Dragged Under. The difference with the two bands is everyone in Dragged Under wants to be there. Not everyone in Rest Repose wanted to be there at all, ever. And there was always bullshit with logistics and doing it. You know, Rest Repose was completely 100% DIY, and that's very, very tough. And myself and Dragged Under vocalist Tony carried that burden most of the time in Rest Repose. And that weighs on you eventually. Also, the music wasn't catered to the live show. We were recreating live what we created in the studio, which Dragged Under is very much written for the stage. So when we're sitting there in the studio, we're asking ourselves, well, how's this going to go live? So therefore, it's just funner music, man. Grissost25, thank you so much for the super chat. Your question is, do you recommend a JHA Junior for extreme metal? I don't know about extreme metal. I don't know what you define as extreme metal. It can do metal. I mean, maybe. Yeah, if with a boost, yeah, it could do metal. Or extreme metal. Will The World Is In Your Way be pressed on vinyl? Maybe. We're looking into it. The label is looking into it. With things how they are right now, it's very, very tough. Blender Noob 64, thank you so much for your super chat. Would you do a demo of the Left Hand Wrath? It's one of Wilt Putney's secret weapons along with the Swollen Pickle. The Left Hand Wrath, that's a new one. I'll text Will and ask him about that. Is that an overdrive or is that a fuzz like the Swollen Pickle? I have never heard of it. So many questions. Are we going to record a second Dragged Under album? Yeah, so we have to finish out the year. Basically, when all of this virus stuff starts to lift, we're predicting next year, Dragged Under basically will have to do a world tour. We're going to be gone for a long time, and wherever you guys are, Dragged Under will be playing. Yeah, there's going to be more Dragged Under albums. $50 Cal Plus. Man, I almost bought another $50 Cal Plus the other day just because I actually messed that up. But instead I ordered a JP2C from Maze Boogie. I'm so bad. Do I know roundabout when The World Is In Your Way re-release is coming out? I don't. It's going to be sooner rather than later. Things are still being mixed and planned and all that stuff. If I had to guess, I would say August. Will we be adding an EQ pedal to the ML plugin? No, but I will make note of that. I'm texting Miko right now. EQ plugin. See? I'm texting Miko right now. Richard Sly, thank you so much for the super chat. You have no question. Just get a coffee on you. You know what? Thanks, man. I will. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much. Currently I am working on a video for, let's see, Tune Track Easy Bass, which is incredible. A really cool microphone. There's going to be a Dean. Oh no, tomorrow is a Dean video. There's a Dean guitar on the channel finally. What else am I working on? I'm toying around with having some sort of a contest again. Big giveaway thing, not really sure. Am I a 10 Years fan? Yeah, 10 Years is a great band. Thoughts on Jason Richardson, the homie. And an incredible guitarist, obviously, and a great fucking dude. Wyatt asks, so now with your hands on some new Gibsons, Bernie versus Gibson Les Paul. I've been faithful to Gibson, but those Bernies are tempting. If you can find the Bernie, I mean, I thought about selling my Bernie because I hate the frets on it, because the frets are very, very, very small. It's a good fret job and there's no buzzing or anything, but like the frets are so small and the guitar is so thick. But I should make a video just comparing the two. Ryan just got the Neumann KH80 with the KH750 sub. Damn, I don't even have that sub. Do you think that option is better than the Adam Audio A7X? Yes, 100%. Adams tend to have a weird noise thing going on when they're not playing audio. They'll have a little bit of static. It's weird. Nice recto back there. Thank you very much. If you're just joining the chat, this is you guys haven't seen this rectifier. This is not the Rev F that my plugin is based on. I just got this yesterday. This is a Revision D, serial number 334, pre-500 dual rectifier, and it's fucking insane. And I'm going to, just because it's 30 years old, I'm going to pack it up later today and send it off to Mesa Boogie, because Mike B is going to just give it an overall checkup and just kind of look under the hood and see if everything's cool. But once I get it back, I'm going to compare it to the Rev F. Is there a noticeable difference between the EVH 5153 50 watt 6L6 and EL34? Nothing you can't EQ out or in. Honestly, the only reason I got the EL34 is because I found a crazy deal on it. The guy wanted $600 shipped. And I was like, and it's the new Mark II version with the stacked knobs. And I was like, yeah. Dylan, thank you so much for your super chat. Your question is, how do I make guitar covers with original vocals without my video being taken down? Any tips on filming and recording of guitar covers? Much like the vocal question I got earlier in this chat, because they've clamped down so much on the cover stuff, they're very, very aggressive. I actually got I played one of my own band's riffs the other day and got flagged. And I was like, what the fuck? It's an automatic system, right? There's not someone sitting there making manual requests most of the time. But to answer your question, I would take the time and hire somebody or yourself and create the track from scratch that you want to do guitar covers for. And this may cost you, if you want to have someone do it, you could definitely throw someone $50, $75, and they can recreate the MIDI for the MIDI drums, and you can lay down your guitars over the bass and the drums, that kind of thing. That also offers you more control, because like a lot of the cover stuff, sometimes, they're not perfectly in time. Maybe they weren't played to a click, blah, 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 blah. You have to create your own content, even if it's recreating someone else's song. That's what I recommend if you want to stay out of the danger zone. Cringiest guitar company. Fucking Kiesel. Are Gibson Les Paul tributes quality guitars? I have not played a tribute. I don't know. Robert's Guitar Dungeon, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thanks everyone for hanging out, honestly. Kemper / fractal for bass versus Sansamp / dark glass. I mean, it depends on what kind of bass player you are. If you're only using one tone, the Kemper or fractal is a little overkill, financially especially. If you're like in a straight rock band or metal band, just doing one tone, then just go Sansamp dark glass. That's a classic combination. Brandon Goes West, thank you so much for the super chat. Have you ever tried gay? Only with your dad. Zrak99, thank you so much for the super chat. Best way to stay productive as a small local band while in quarantine. Write material, work on your craft. Normally, bands and artists do not get this amount of time to work on their actual craft. Chris. Chris asks, I've played 24 years and always focused on the right hand. Whilst I can do a pretty good Hetfield, I want to learn lead. I'm struggling to make it happen. Any tips? Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I've also been playing for 24, 25 years, and I never cared about lead. That was a problem. It wasn't like, that didn't interest me. I was into songwriting, and I was into James Hetfield, not Kirk Hammett. And I wanted this, and I did not want that. And now I am finding that it takes me 3 times as long to get to the same point that it takes someone else that is educated for leads, melody stuff. I would take some lessons. I'm going to be taking some lessons with Mr. Uncle Ben Eller myself, because I can improve. What happened with Panama? Fuck, I don't know. All I know is when I was working with them, they never ever, like, they would always struggle to pay me. I think I can say that now because it's been long enough. I used to have to just be like, please fucking pay me. My lights are gonna get shut off. Please, please, please. Do I still have the Invective cab? No, I do not. When will the Line 6 Pod Go review be out? I mean, it just got here. I haven't even opened the box yet, so it's going to be a week or two. Fluff, I just uploaded my first video for Ola's Writing Something Every Sunday challenge. Oh, that's cool. Can I not swear? I guess so. Would a mini rectifier work as a good all-in-one amp? Yeah, absolutely. The mini rectifier is awesome. Why do you not have the Invective cab anymore? Because I have like a million cabs, and I can't keep them all. The left-hand Wrath is a modernized and updated version of the HM2. Oh, I didn't know that. We'll love to see you recreate Tom DeLonge's 2000s sound. Marshall and Ameza. Could you swear more, please? Why is Will Putney such a genius? I don't know, but he is. Gus is saying hi to you. Manux Hag. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. No question, just enjoying the content. Well, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Really appreciate your time. YouTube question for you. When your channel was first starting to gain some steam, looking back, what was the biggest challenge? Anything you wish you'd done differently? The biggest challenge was just getting anyone to like even watch. It's the same as it is now, although it wasn't as flooded as it is now. So I was constantly posting in forums, but I wish I had collabed sooner, because my big break came when I collaborated with Rob Scallon, right? And we did like Metal in Inappropriate Places, and then we did Banjo Slayer, and I was mixing all of his audio for years, and he couldn't pay me. So instead, he would shout me out at the end of the video and link in his description to my channel. And that's how it happened. If you don't mind answering, how do YouTube content creators have health insurance? Do you pay a ton out of pocket or just go without? I went without for many years. I actually just had insurance for the first time in a couple of years, starting in January. Yeah, we just pay out of pocket. Mine's $400 a month. Who's your favorite Ghost Inside member and why is it me? My favorite Ghost Inside member is Chris Davis because he's handsome, A, can write a sick riff, and he's handsome. He's also handsome. Would you ever release your own coffee? You know, I've thought about going to some of the coffee shops around here in Tacoma because there's a lot of them. I've thought about going and been like, hi, I'm a YouTuber guy and I drink coffee a lot and then you want to like do something together? But like, I don't know, in my head, that sounds so ridiculous that I think they would just kind of go, no. Because I would love to do it with someone local in the Northwest, but I would love to partner with a coffee company. Can I ask Miko to raise the volume a bit on your amped roots? But it has an output volume, does it not? I'm using the Miko Essential plugin to boost the amped roots volume. The Freeman sounds awesome. I haven't had a problem with the output volume. I don't know your setup, though. Will I ever do a guitar pedal giveaway? Yes. Are you still using the Mesa JP2C? I do not have it, but I did reorder one last week because I miss it, and I regret getting rid of it. Best gig you've ever played? Dragged Under in New York. The Gramercy Theater is probably the best any of my bands have ever played. Also at the Masquerade in Georgia with Rest Repose. Flush Signature Coffee. Yeah, that would be cool. Talk to Broadcast Coffee based in Seattle. Barry is a good guy. Broadcast Coffee. Okay. I will. Why is my phone blowing up? Projects for the coming months. Just video stuff. Dragged Under stuff. That's basically it. That's my entire world right now. Ramon, stop. Where did I get all my foam for the studio? This came from Vicoustic USA. Fluff just said a good thing about RR. Brandon, email him again. He's just busy. I keep telling him to hire an assistant. Gus, Emmanuel says he loves you. Gus, you want to come here? He's the old man of the house. Stretching. Come here. Do you want to come up? Yeah. Come here. This is Gus. Hi. Current favorite video game? Probably, I really like Far Cry 5. I also really like Call of Duty Warzone. I don't play Warzone though. I play just like the regular multiplayer. Are me and Jared still friends? Absolutely. Gus has his own Instagram now. Gus and Beards. How's it going? He's like, what is happening right now? Look at the camera. How's my boy? How's my old man? Favorite beer? Anything from E9. E9 is a local Tacoma brewery. And they also have been delivering, which is awesome. Which do I like more, Helix or Axe FX? Axe FX for studio, Helix for live. Thoughts on the 11 rack? So dated. Oh, thank you, RV Gaming. That was actually a really nice guitar. It looks goofy on me, I think, though. All the Majesty stuff looks goofy. I'm getting tired. Okay, put you down. Here. That's a good boy. Now I'm all hairy. You're a good boy. Yeah. How did I get into using the RD shapes? I had seen and loved the RD shapes from when Chris Novoselic played bass in Nirvana. He had an RD bass, and I didn't know until years later that they made an RD guitar, and I was like, oh! But you couldn't find them, and there was no information on them in the 90s. Why didn't you upgrade to the X Series Apollo? Because I didn't need to. I don't know. The stuff works fine. Are people who use headrush less than human? I mean, you have to question it, right? Is the Helix Stomp any good for bass recording? Yeah, absolutely. Siegfried, hello from Tacoma. I hope you're well in France. All right. Well, I have to pack up this Revision D Mesa Boogie, and I have to go also make a video for my storage unit. I'm going to show you guys what's in my storage unit. So, with that, I want to thank everyone for coming out. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for hanging. I've really enjoyed. This has been a great FAQ Monday Live. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. If you're buying anything at Sweetwater, please leave, or please use my affiliate link down below in the description. It helps me a lot, actually, and your sales rep still gets credit. Yeah, I'm also on Cameo now. I've fired a bunch of bass players. It's hilarious. But yeah, I'm also on Cameo if anyone in your life has a birthday or anything like that. But yeah, anyway, appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And with that,